Hey guys, welcome back to DIY Mixers Crew. Today on Recipes Made Simple, we are going to be doing a butter pecan or pecan ice cream, however you say it. But I'm really enjoying this mix, just a few concentrates. I tried to make this as simple as possible for you guys today, but I had to add a few extras in there just to get it to taste right. We're going to jump right into this real quick, but I wanted to congratulate last week's winner in the Flavora giveaway. Congratulations to them. They had received all 16 flavors, the new ones from Flavora. So basically what's going to happen is right around the middle of the month, every month, we will do a Flavora giveaway for you guys. Head over to the Facebook group. There's instructions on how to enter the giveaways. Also, DMC will be throwing some stuff at you guys, probably once a month, maybe some gift cards or, some concentrates or whatever every month. So head over to the Facebook group if you guys haven't and join. And, check it out. There's great mixers over there. They post recipes daily, so check that out. Okay, we're going to be switching cameras for you guys. Like I said, real nice recipe today. We're going to be doing a butter pecan ice cream. And today we're going to be using Flavor West butter pecan, 1-on-1 cream milk undertones, TFA sweetener. This is a weird one, but we're going to throw this in today. We're going to be using saline solution, vanilla ice cream by Liquid Barn, and lastly, we're going to throw in some Flavor West waffle cone. Pretty good recipe, guys. You should enjoy it. All right. So let me readjust my mic. How you doing, James? Lori, I see you guys in the chat. What's going on today? All right. So first up, we are going to be using Flavor West butter pecan. Now, I'm going to be using this today at 2%. This flavor has, some great butter notes with some deep pecan flavor coming in at the bottom of the flavor. It's going to give this recipe the butter and the pecan flavor that we need. I am a cardboard taster, so I enjoy using this flavor anywhere from 1 to 3% in a standard recipe. Now, I actually use this also in a lot of my tobacco recipes. It's really versatile in there. Flavor West recommends using this any of their flavors pretty much at 13%, but I feel that it's kind of high. As a single flavor, I could see maybe you pushing this flavor a little bit further, but 13 is kind of high. And again, today we're going to be using this at 2% in the mix. And I'm going to be mixing up 30 mils for you guys today in this. Okay, next up, we're going to be using 1-on-1's cream milk undertones. Now, I'm going to be using this today in the mix at 1.5%. This is going to bolster the middle cream and dairy profiles that Liquid Barn's vanilla ice cream I feel was missing. To give it more of a cream milk aspect to the mix. It can be a little bit dry at times, but it does work. This is a good flavor. It can be used in many recipes, especially cereals. Cereals, bakeries. If you don't have the flavor, you can always make your own. Shout out's going to go to Chemist for this one. You can use this method at a 2-to-1 ratio when you want like a creamy milk undertone. What you can do is you can use Flavor Arts fresh cream, Flavor Arts Vienna cream, and some sweetener. So in this case, I'm going to be using it today at 1.5%. So if I was to use, that combination to replicate the creamy milk undertones, I would take 1% fresh cream, 0.5 Vienna cream, and 0.25% of sweetener, preferably TFA, not caps, super sweet, because it contains a little bit more sucralose. So, you can, like I said, you can sub that. And today we're going to be using this at 1.5%. Okay, next up, now this is, we're going to be using the saline. I'm going to be using this at 0.75 today in today's recipe. What this is going to do is it's going to make that nut profile pop and take off some of the cardboard taste that I get from the butter pecan, as well as mute some of the underlying chemical notes that I get from the waffle cone and Flavor West waffle cone. Also, it's going to add overall mouthfeel that will kind of hit you in the center of your mouth. You will notice a difference. Now, this is an additive that is great to enhance fruits and make recipes pop, but you have to be careful with it because it can have a muting effect. Use anywhere from, I would say, 0.25% to 1% in the mix if you're going to use it. Now, you don't want to use table salt. It's not the same thing. That's a bad idea. Spend a few extra bucks and, and get it. And if you don't have it, you don't have to use it in this recipe, but it does help it out tremendously. This stuff flies out of the bottle. I don't know why, but it does. Up of that and we'll be good. Next up, TFA sweetener. I'm going to be using this at 0.25% today. This is going to enhance the overall sweetness of the recipe. It works really great to finish off the Liquid Barnes ice cream. I feel that Liquid Barnes ice cream is pretty decent, but it is sweet, but it kind of lacks that sweetness, and I want to boost up the sweetness in this recipe today. A couple drops of that, 0.08. Probably going to be a 0.09. Okay, now the star of the show today is Liquid Barnes ice cream. Now I'm going to be using this today at 5%. Now this flavor is fantastic on its own. Liquid Barnes suggests using it at 11%, but for me that's kind of high. Maybe if you're using it as a standalone, you could probably push that threshold on this flavor. Now, this is a great flavor to replace TPA's vanilla bean ice cream, as some people get a pepper taste. I'm not a pepper taster, but in TP, I think the reason why people experience this is because the high use of vanillin, that they put in it. It's basically just a compound that's just like a straight vanilla, and vanillin has some spiciness to it. Liquid Barnes ice cream, it's a nice vanilla cream with some butter notes in it, but it does lack a little bit in the middle. This is where it needs help, and I feel, you do have to kind of push it to, that 5% threshold to get the ice cream from it. I've seen other mixers use it at, maybe 1 to 3% in a mix, and I feel that you maybe just get some, the vanilla side notes from it. But 1 to 2%, for the vanilla side notes, and the ice cream bases, I would say, go around 4% and up, to really get that vanilla ice cream to come out on this. And again, like I said, we're going to be using this at 5% in the mix today. Beautiful flavor, though. Like I said, for you pepper tasters out there, this is a good alternative to TFAs. Now, you can sub, if you don't taste pepper, you can sub out the vanilla ice cream from Liquid Barn and use the Flavor Apprentice's ice cream. Sorry, I got to use a pipette, Old school bottles from Liquid Barn, they used to come in glass. And okay, lastly, we're going to be using Flavor West's waffle cone. Now, I'm going to be using this today at 0.75% in the mix. This can be a tough one to work with, guys. It's a great flavor. It's heavy on the maple. You get a nice waffle notes, and it's pretty sweet. I do get some off flavors from it, but this is where the saline comes into as well. It kind of fixes those off notes that I get from Flavor West waffle cone. And today we're going to be using this at 0.75% in the mix. 0.22. Add the nicotine for you guys. Like I said, I'm making a 30 mil today. Now, to go over this recipe, again, we're going to be using butter pecan, or pecan, however you say it, Flavor West at 2%. One-on-one milky undertones at 1.5%. Saline 0.09 solution at 0.75%. PPA sweetener at 0.25%. Liquid Barn vanilla ice cream at 5%. And lastly, Flavor West waffle cone at 0.75%. It's a pretty decent recipe. I'm really enjoying it. Now, what I would say for this recipe is what you want to do as far as the steep time. Now, the steep time on this, I would recommend maybe 5 days. And the reason being is because of the saline solution in there and also the Flavor West waffle cone. The Flavor West waffle cone can take a little bit time to steep, kind of steep out, get those chemical flavor notes that I get from it. Some people don't, but I do. And the saline solution tends to have some kind of separation issues sometimes with the vegetable glycerin and that in the mix. So you want to give it maybe a shake every other day. Give it about 5 days. It's a delicious recipe. Check it out. Now, if you guys like his content, leave a like, subscribe to the channel if you haven't. Also, check out the crew's website at www.diymixerscrew.com. As I mentioned earlier, go head over to the Facebook group if you guys haven't joined the Facebook group yet. And like I did last week, I am going to do like the outro. I'm going to put the recipe card up there for you guys that don't have access to ATF or ELR. And like I said, I'm assuming that you do, but if you don't, you know, you can use the recipe card at the end of this video and mix it up. I do have it at a 0 milligram nicotine, so if you want to add nicotine, you just can add whatever percentage of nicotine that you like to the recipe. It's going to be mixed at a 75-25 VG-PG ratio and 0 nic. Okay, guys, I'm out of here this week. Hope to see you guys next week. Enjoy this recipe. If you like this video, leave a like and subscribe. Take care. Remember to create, inspire, and learn.